I think we've all wondered at some point in our lives just what it feels like to be an astronaut, or at least have the urge to go to outer space. Our own Aurora Murray got the chance to talk with a former astronaut about his journey that's literally out of this world. Aurora.
Yes, his name is Mike Massimino, and I got to ask him questions about his career and the advice he has for anyone achieving their dreams. You may also recognize him from a popular sitcom as well. Lifting off into your dreams. That was what Mike Massimino did after seeing the historic mission of the man on the moon in 1969.
Ignition. Right away, Houston.
I saw that and it made me want to grow up to be an astronaut. I used to pretend I was Neil Armstrong on the moon. My mom converted an elephant costume to an astronaut costume.
But if there was one thing that got in his way, it was fear.
By the time I was about 8 or 9, I didn't see myself doing that. I found out I was afraid of heights. I didn't like going very fast on my bicycle. I wasn't really much of a thrill-seeking kid. And I also didn't know how you could do those things. How do you grow up to be an astronaut?
That would all change after he went to college and joined the space program. He joined NASA in 1996 and made the first flight to space 6 years later. And fear never stopped him from eventually taking 2 missions and 4 spacewalks.
The human spiritual side of being in space and looking back at our planet and seeing how beautiful it is. It's like looking into a paradise, and changed my thinking about our planet. I do believe we are living in a paradise, and it's a home that we all share no matter where we're from.
His temporary home gave him the opportunity to not only explore among the stars, but also try what he would call a 5-star dish.
I'm one of only 2 astronauts that I know of that gained weight in space. My favorite, I had a bunch of favorites, but I guess like if I was going to eat something now in space, I think I'd pick the macaroni and cheese.
After exploring his taste for space food, now he had another mission.
The guys here call me Mass.
Mike landed himself a role in the sitcom Big Bang Theory, where his sense of humor can be seen on and off the screen.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
I changed my mind. I don't want to do this.
They said, hey, we'd like you to come in and do a cameo. I was like, I've never acted. The last time I acted was like in the 3rd grade play. I played a bird.
Although Hollywood and space are 2 different atmospheres, they both have common grounds. Whenever Mike was on set, the astronaut in him was always there.
Sheldon and all the actors on that show were terrific. These people are really actors. So, you see them on TV and you see the role they're playing, and they're not necessarily like that in real life. I learned that putting on a show is like putting on a space flight or anything else. It's a team game. That's what made it so great, is that everyone knew they had a good deal here. They did not take it for granted, and they were really nice to everyone around them. So that really helped the team atmosphere.
During the scene with Howard, when you were about to take off, and a lot of people could probably relate to him experiencing that fear, but also being brave. And as far as a kid looking in on going on missions and heading out to space, what advice would you have in kind of like the leadership that it takes to just keep everyone calm and just centered into where you're going, and just know, like, okay, you might be fearful, but you're brave because you're here, and it's an exciting ride. So how would you describe, I guess, in that scene, and then to a child that may be looking forward to becoming an astronaut and can relate to Howard?
Being scared, afraid, or nervous, I think these are all normal things. I think that we kind of psych ourselves out sometimes, and thinking about things is a lot worse than actually doing. What I've learned is that when you're nervous, it's a good sign, because it means what you're doing matters to you.
An astronaut who teaches kids to always reach for the stars. Reporting in Midland, Aurora Murray, NewsWest 9.